high side. Murphy shooting, save a rebound on the view.
Hey everyone, this is Casey. You are watching the Red Rubber Duckman All Sports Network, and well, here we go again. The 2025 Pittsburgh Steelers season will get underway on Sunday as the Steelers will open the season against the New York Jets. Because of course it had to be the Jets. The script writers, the people in charge of the schedule, knew what they were doing creating this matchup. When I go over the offenses on both teams, you'll see why. Looking back to last year, the Steelers were on a tear, going 10-3 and on the doorstep of the AFC North crown. But they would proceed to lose 4 straight, go into the playoffs as a wild card, and get their asses kicked against the team that did win the AFC North crown last year, the Baltimore Ravens. Once again showing that the Steelers changed next to nothing. Meanwhile, the Jets have had a disaster of a season themselves, that saw Robert Slay being fired as head coach after 5 weeks, and general manager Joe Douglas fired after 11 weeks. The Jets made a series of hires and signings to avoid going 5-12 again. Now the new staff includes head coach Aaron Glenn, who comes in after a 4-year run as Detroit's defensive coordinator, and Darren Mogi becomes the new general manager after being the Broncos' assistant GM. Now, it's a new year for both squads. Let's see what week 1 has in store. Let's talk about the offense because this is where we have wife swap quarterback edition. Last season, the Steelers were using the duo of Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. During their losing streak to end the year, they still relied on Wilson even though he had been struggling, and it just seemed like they left Fields out to dry. So, Justin Fields packed his bags and headed to the state that doesn't exist according to a logical Canadian, as did Russell Wilson, but with the New York Giants. As for the Jets, Rodgers had his start on his stint with the Jets cut short due to an Achilles injury 4 plays into the season, and he would return the following year, and it had been a disaster for the Jets. And then he would make a decision about his future in a couple of weeks. But a couple of weeks would turn into a couple of months. And then, finally, on June 6th, it finally occurred to Aaron Rodgers that he is going to sign with Pittsburgh for his 21st and potentially final season. And it seems like the script writers want their drama where they can get a good, strong whiff of it, which is why we have this matchup. 2 quarterbacks looking for revenge. And of course, the Steelers offense, they signed a new target for Rodgers to replace George Pickens, who's now on Dallas, and DK Metcalf, who had nearly 1,000 yards last year with Seattle. The rushing attack is getting a new look. No more Najee Harris, but they did keep Jaylen Warren, and they actually signed him to a 2-year extension on Labor Day. And they will add the rookie Caleb Johnson. This game will be a battle of Ilogical's favorite dead meme as well. As Mason Taylor represents the Jets after being drafted out of LSU, and Jonnu Smith will start for the Steelers after a stint with the Dolphins. Fields will, of course, be looking for revenge after getting shoved aside by the Steelers. Now, he will have a reliable target to throw to in Garrett Wilson, coming off of an 1,100-yard season, and Fields will be the 8th quarterback that will throw to him. And they will also highlight Breece Hall, who ran for 876 yards and 5 touchdowns last year. The Steelers' defense needs to get their act together as well if they want to go anywhere. They will still have TJ Watt, who comes in after recording 11.5 sacks in 2024, and they signed him to a 3x41 contract later last offseason. Let's also not forget Cam Hayward coming off of a productive year last year, as well as Alex Highsmith. Now, the Steelers' secondary needed a boost the most because they were getting torched the whole year last year, and they brought in Jalen Ramsey from Miami to try to revitalize the unit, which also contains pickup Darius Slay from the reigning champion Eagles, as well as Joey Porter Jr. The Jets' pass rush is nothing to ignore either, with the unit recording 43 sacks last year. Quentin Williams, Jermaine Johnson, and Will McDonald are all players to watch out for up front. And the secondary, of course, will have Sauce Gardner, and you should have a really good battle with DK Metcalf. So now, let's go ahead and go into some predictions. Don't worry, I'm going to predict the rest of the NFL Week 1 very, very soon. Might be tomorrow, might be on Thursday morning, but it's going to happen. But looking into this game, you have two quarterbacks looking for revenge. Is Aaron Rodgers really gonna go out with a bang? We'll see what happens. And I know Justin Fields is gonna be playing with a chip on his shoulder. It's gonna be a close matchup. It could possibly go into overtime. You never know with this one. But I have to say, I'm gonna say the Steelers win on a last-second field goal from Boswell, 23-20. Is it gonna happen? Probably not. But that's the fun predictions. You never know what's going to come down. But that is going to do it for me. I look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday when we stream Steelers and Jets. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for Steelers football to be back. And can't wait to go 9-8 again. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to like, comment, share this with your friends, and subscribe to the Red Rubber Duck All Sports Network. I'll see you guys soon for Week 1 predictions, as well as college football Week 2 predictions. That's about to come out shortly. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until we meet again, I will see you all in the next one.